It's Saturday, July 10, 2010, and we're down in the shop in Warrenton where Greg's working on his Studebaker engine, etc. There's a bunch of camshafts, and he's still waiting for more, he tells me. Greg, this engine I'm looking at right here, what is it?
That's the crankcase and bottom end for the dual supercharged factory experimental.
Okay. And that's the restored version of the one you managed to blow up?
Yeah, that's on the mend.
Yeah, you told me you could have it running today if you weren't.
I could have, but I'm being patient.
You're waiting for camshaft, right?
Yeah.
A special one.
So far, I'm waiting.
Yeah, Greg says somebody took that Speedwagon sign off of a Rio Speedwagon and put it up on this International Harvester motor truck, of which Greg is setting up in the cockpit of, and he's going to tell me first of all where his oldest car is, the Rio. Where is it?
The Rio is resting comfortably at Rob Burchill's automobile repository up in Jefferson, Maryland.
Okay. Anything done to it recently, or have you driven it recently?
No, I haven't driven it, which means I haven't broken it.
And that's the one that Scott Crossfield learned to drive.
That's true, yeah.
Second question, the 1911 Stoddard Dayton speed car.
Stoddard is also at Robbie Burchill's. See, Rob has a lot of garage space, and I'm trying to fill it up before he does. But the Stoddard is just awaiting attention and for me to resume work on it.
Tell me about the fan.
Well, I changed the oil in the car this past summer, and some bolts pulled loose on the fan, which caused the fan to come dangerously close to coming loose. So
right next to a $5,000 radiator?
Yeah. So in order to prevent any damage to that, the fan's been removed. The shaky threads have been helicoiled, fan replaced, so it's ready to start again.
Thumbnail on the status of the fenders?
I've got a friend who is going to do the metal work. He is making tooling for the Pullmax machine, which he has, which is a metal forming machine. A lot of different tools to make different shapes. So he's been working on that.
Okay. And one last question, the Avante, we just got a report on that. And we're sitting here in this 1914, your latest model running automobile, I take it.
Yeah, the newest car I got working.
Yeah, and tell me what it's been doing.
The last time I tried to take the International on a cross-country trip, it was reluctant to start, which is very unusual. So I spent a little time working on it with one eye on the clock, and when it was time for me to depart and it still was not back together, that's when I thumbed a ride into town to see the car show.
One other real quick question. The beach wagon that Robbie's been working on, how does it stand now?
I think it's dangerously close to being returned to him from the Amish. He sent it to an Amish buggy maker to have it have the bodywork done, the woodwork. They've also done the upholstery. They've done the paint. They've done the pinstripe. He's got mechanical work to go on the machine, but it should be coming back to him anytime soon.
And one of these days we're going to go up and get some pictures, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, pal. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay, Greg, what am I looking at on the workbench?
That's part of the window vent assembly with the run for the door window to slide in and out of, and rubber stops, and rubber gaskets, and all manner of paraphernalia.
That's why you need so many rivets, right?
Well, this is a polished stainless sheath that slides onto this window run, gets riveted so that it stays in place. And now this will get riveted to that assembly, which is fun because you got to reach way down in that channel to buck the rivets.
It's almost like a felt guide.
This is, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And this is a seal for when the vent window closes, it seals against that. So it gets 5 rivets. That's a rivet that came out of it. So I ordered a special rivet.
They sent you that?
Those miniature little things that I don't know what.
It won't work. It's too small, right?
It might work in some kind in the jewelry business, but not for what I need. So instead of waiting for more, I'll just machine the new rivets out of bar stock.
And we're looking at a workbench full of window accessories, and parts and light lamps and a magneto and
empty plastic bags, and
I see the famous steering column over there.
Yeah.
And there's even down a steering wheel there.
Mm-hmm. But that carpet came in the mail last night. That carpet goes in the car first, and then the steering column goes through it. So I'll be able to resume on that project.
Give me a thumbnail of what you've been doing on the Avanti the last few days.
Last few days I've been working on the window run assemblies. I've been waiting on the upstruck. I've been working on the door windows themselves, getting them ready to go back in. I've been waiting on the mailman. I've been working on the vent windows, getting them ready to be buffed and reassembled. I've been waiting on the upstruck, and I've been waiting for carpet.
And there it is.
That came last night. Thank God for the upstruck. So basically just doing what I can and waiting on parts. This is a refreshened stock camshaft like it had in it when it was new, which is ready to go back in if I choose to do that. In the meantime, I'm awaiting word on a camshaft grind that's better suited for this very engine. So I'll be patient a little while longer, but I feel better knowing that if I want to put this in the car, I can do it pretty soon because I have enough parts to put the engine together. My major fear is waiting on the upstruck until cold weather gets here, and then the project is dead until next warm weather, next spring. Can't let that happen.
We're looking at a HAWK right near the shops down here in Warrington. He was sitting on the ground earlier and he'd act like he might have been ill or something.
Want me to chase him away?
Go ahead and see what happened.
Try to tear my face off or something.
Greg's going over and examine it. He thinks he saw it once before. It may be a very young one.